My name is Alex. I have
Yeah,
an Instagram and YouTube Love Sugar show, so appreciate you taking your time for
y-
doing this interview.
yeah, of course.
So the first thing I like asking anyone that I ever interview is how's everything going in your world today? Not just in your music life, but also in your personal life as well.
Well, it's a rather busy days. I have my work to take care of, and just now I'm just between rehearsing for a funeral that
No,
I'm
no.
going to be in, and then I'm also got some meeting afterwards. So it's pretty packed, but I'm doing good, and also of course very excited about the new album.
Yeah, for sure. So it seems like you're like really busy nowadays with the album and personal life.
Yeah,
So I have to
absolutely.
So I have to ask, I know the last album has been quite a few years ago. How does it feel being back after all these years?
Well. It feels really amazing, and I'm so grateful that finally we got this deal with Wicisolum, which feels very like a really great guy to work with, and everything has been taken good care of with the album and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Also, it is the first time we're doing vinyl with Ram-Zet. So we got the copies a few days ago, and yeah, just an amazing feeling to have that in our hands. And so we're really looking forward to the release and what's going to happen after that. Of course,
Well,
feels
that's
really good.
awesome. And was it like a scheduled thing, like to come back, or did it just kind of happen organically? How did that kind of like come to be?
Well, I have to admit that the last years with our last release in 2012, Freaks in Wonderland was it did not really. I don't know. It didn't happen anything. We didn't do any gigs. It was like it was not the right energy in the band, and we just yeah. I think all was pretty tired of spending so much time on the band without really feeling
Hmm.
that we got uh, anywhere, and then I think we also uh, realized that it had very much to do with our own effort. We did the album, and we did. I think the album was good, and but we didn't really push ourselves enough to like make great things happen. And then uh, everyone had other projects. Everyone had like jobs, other bands to take care of. So
Hmm.
some years went on when we like it was just nothing happened. But I guess for me, has always been very clear that I had to make at least one more album because I had
Hmm.
so much. Yeah, this is my uh, it's my baby. This band. I have so much feelings in put into this project, so it would feel very unsatisfying not to do another album. So I have I knew this for all those years that I'm going to do another album, but
Hmm.
yeah, suddenly years that 8 years had gone, and then I started. Now I just had to start. So in 2020, I started the writing.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So it kind of sounds like everyone kind of went through like a burnout phase, but then you're like, okay, I can't just let this die. Like, we need to bring this back.
yeah, that's pretty much a short and good description. Yeah.
So, what has the band? I know you said like other projects and things, like other band members have had other projects. What have you been up to in the meantime between the last album and this one?
Well, in 2012, same year that the album Freaks came out, I joined the Norwegian hard rock band Return,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty big in Norway and Sweden. So I've been a guitar player there for every year since 2012. We did a lot of touring in Norway,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and then also I've been doing a lot of studio work. Uh, I was part of a band called Vardøger, which is kind of death metal, which I did some gigs with and recorded an album, and just various things actually.
Okay, so you've been kind of in the music scene, just not on this band.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been not a full time, but really a part time musician all those years. I've been doing music all the time, and also producing for other artists, and so absolutely.
So with this album, I know you said it took a little bit of time, like you kind of got burnt out. What kind of like brought you back to the spirit of we need to do this? Did it take time to rediscover, or was it just one day like, hey, I need to get back in there and finish this?
I just I think what I did was I went this in my head over and over again. I just need to start it, but like it feels like an overwhelming process, to
Mm-hmm.
make an album, and like when times are like they're like times are now, with the business are getting more and more difficult to understand. I think so. So it was for me. It was like really, yeah. I really needed just to get started and not think of all the things in front of me, like everything, getting a label, to get the band together again, as all those things. I just
Mm-hmm.
needed to start. So what I did, I I have my own studio, which is away from where I live. But what I did, I was in a guest room in my
Mm-hmm.
apartment. I just uh, had my home studio put up there, and
Mm-hmm.
just like now I'm starting here, and this studio is going to stand here until I am done writing songs for this album. So I just did that and sat down and started writing. And um as soon as had started with the first ideas and really I really got the spirit, and I just wonder why didn't I do this many years ago. So it was when I get started, it was no doubt in my mind that this was going to be an album, and
Yeah.
every of the other band members were very excited, and I played up the ideas for them, and yeah, of course, now let's just do this.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it sounds like you put yourself in a little time out in the room, like, okay, we are going to do this until it's done.
yeah,
Hey, people always say better late than never. So at least you got it done.
absolutely, and it feels very good. It feels worth every hour I spend on it.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, are there any like personal or creative lessons that you've learned during your time away?
Mm, yeah. Well, yeah. When you like think of that, it's been now this album is has released in a few weeks, right? And then you
Mhm.
think, oh, okay, it's 14 years since the last time. Uh, so I think it has to be, if you want something done, you better start doing it.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, enough with there is always this voice in your head that can tell me, oh, have to do it later when the time is right, and everything. But I just I think it's been really even more important just to start things, not not like pushing it forward, but just start it when you really feel like starting it.
So do it in the moment,
So
don't wait
yeah,
till later.
in the moment, yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's a free life lesson for everyone.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, and that is something you can always think of when it comes to just other things that you wait doing. Is yeah, it's it's very easy to find the excuses for not doing things in the moment, but feels really good now to have done this. So I have started the writing for the next album.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So I have to say, I have listened to this album and it feels like incredibly diverse. Like there's a lot of like different sounds. Were you trying to like push the boundaries of the band sound and what you're capable of as a band?
No, not really. I don't. That is not my goal when I write songs, but it is the always been, and it is the way I write songs for this band. Is it all very much about contrasts?
Mm-hmm.
And it is when I get an idea, when I get the idea to do okay, something country-ish, something jazz-ish, that is okay. Then I try to do that, and let's see if it works out. And and it's really important for me that the songs are not just a bunch of parts
Mm-hmm.
going together. So I want to use the theme in the song and use it in different ways to make a different kind of soundscapes in a way. But it's not a point for me to have as much different parts as possible. That's never been a point. I just start writing the song and I
Mm-hmm.
take whatever ideas that comes to me,
Mm-hmm.
and then when it feels like this is complete, then I try to then we try to rehearse it in the band, and then it feels like the song is done or not. So I got a similar question pretty often, but and I understand why. Of course, I understand why, because there is a lot of stuff, but that is it's also what I like when I listen to music. That I get some surprises, and that is, yeah,
I
want
mean,
to listen to it again.
yeah, I mean, honestly, because the songs are so long, it's really nice to have the contrast of something different because, normally it's like some bands, not all bands, but the music kind of sounds the same. But with this album, every single song, it feels like something different and unique. And I really enjoyed that about the album because I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is different. And then I just, next thing I know, I'm listening to the album a few times because it was really, really good.
That's very nice to hear. Thank you so much. I really appreciate to hear that.
Yeah, of course. So with this album, did you try anything new that you haven't tried before in the previous album?
Well, what we have done completely different this time is that we just not use a click track
Mm,
uh, for this album. So we have played drums and bass live in studio without click track. Just with we rehearsed really a lot, drums, bass, and my guitar, and we did that. Really try to find the right groove, the right feeling in each song, and then we went to the studio and recorded it without this click track that we are always used click track before, which makes it more easy to like go in and fix parts. But now we had to play the songs through and get the right feeling.
mm,
So I think it's much more for me. It feels much more organic and more kind of a live feeling for in this album, and I already got some feedback from people who know us that also can hear like the difference, that it's yeah more organic. I don't find a better word for it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Whose idea was that? Is that something that just kind of came up in rehearsals, or is it something that you thought about doing differently?
it was my idea, and it is that we have this drummer Keith the Kent, the drummer is he has always has this when he plays a little busy part, he tends to speed up a bit. When he goes back to a heavy part, he tends to slow down a bit.
Hmm.
And and that has been like for a lot of people that is wrong. But for me, I think okay, that is a part of what we're doing. We can change the tempo a bit and just
Hmm.
let it live and let's play like we feel like playing it. And so I said that to him. We should do this live. And I his face turned absolutely pale. He wasn't. He didn't think that we were going to make it because because he didn't feel like he was good enough to do that. But of course he is. So I think we are all very happy about that we went through with that idea.
Well, that's awesome. And it's art. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So,
Yeah, of course.
so what was the hardest challenge of putting the album together or creating it?
Um,
Besides just getting to
well,
the studio and starting.
yeah, kind of, but yeah, starting it kind of because after starting it, it has been just a lot of hard work, of course, but also really a lot of fun. And the rehearsals has been a lot of fun. We had some issue that Miriam, our lead singer, was pregnant at the time.
Hmm.
So a lot of the vocals on this album is done um, while she's pregnant,
Hmm.
which made the really the parts that was going to done with most power. We had to wait with them until the
Hmm.
baby was born because she couldn't use her stomach muscles as she used to. So that was a challenge. But also some of the vocals are completely different because she was pregnant, because her voice totally changed when she was
Oh,
pregnant.
wow.
Yeah, it was much deeper and much yeah, sounded different. So some of the really calm parts really haven't sounded like that at all if she hadn't been pregnant.
So does
And
that mean Baby is like a part of the band now as the another member?
the baby is on the front cover.
Yeah. So is he a part of the band now?
Yeah, well, it could be. Yeah,
And for anyone who doesn't know what we're referencing, that's actually the album cover behind me.
yeah,
Uh, and I think that's really cool and unique that you used that for the album cover for the baby. That's really cool.
yeah. It feels very natural, and for the title as well. So that is yeah, feels very good for us and for her, of course.
Whose idea was that?
The it is. We took the pictures, the band pictures, when she was pregnant, as you can see, and then the title come, the lyrics come, Sapien. It was like, okay, this is about the human. This is about the whole part of being a human and different aspects of that. And
Hmm.
then when I saw the portrait picture where she stood and held her, I told Tore, who is doing the cover art, maybe this should be just a cover. Sapien. What about that? And then yeah, he tried to make a cover of that, and we showed it to Miriam, and everyone was very yeah, of course, this this is how it should be. It feels very different, and we keep on being different. I just don't think there is any other way we can. So so I feel it's a very unique and cool cover.
I mean, in this day and age with so many bands, like being unique and different is actually a really great advantage because people like things that are different and
Yeah,
things
I
that
think so.
and things that sound great. And with the album you have so much tied into it, like personal stuff, like the baby's in there, it's a rebirth, it's about humans. It's just there's so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
So in the bio, I know you mentioned spending more time on arrangements with this album. What aspects of the arrangement were the most important for shaping the final sound of the album?
Uh, it's very hard to pick apart, but both with the violins and the keyboard stuff we have, because we have Sareta back in the band. We have she has put more of her own arrangements into the violins. We worked really tied together with that, and there is a lot of violin in this album.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is from her, is her ideas, and also like work arrangement with my ideas. So that is a part of it. Also, a new keyboard player is has brought a really another sound for the keys than we had before, and that was also really cool for me to work with him, with him, because we had we think a little bit different about keyboards, and so we found the way to work together on it. So I think that also has been a really
Mm-hmm.
sounds really fresh, and sounds really like you can really hear that it's a new keyboard player in Ram-Zet. And so I think all of that is it feels it's never been so much of a band on an album that it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Like I said, it's so unique, and I love that there's just so many elements in every song, and it's through the whole album. And that's what makes it, I think, so easy to listen to because it's like, okay, this is new, it's exciting, like every song is something different.
Yeah, very nice to hear.
So, how do you decide when a song has the right balance of elements? Like, how do you know when a song is finished?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's sometimes I just have to say to myself, okay, now enough is enough. We're getting close to 8 minutes, and maybe we just have to call it a day. and I, because because I don't know, but it's very strange. But when I work, when get into this workflow with the Ramsey songs, it's like ideas is just popping up all the time. So
Hmm.
in sometimes it can be that I feel okay, we could have put something more here, but okay, this will have to do because yeah. Um, so I don't know. It's kind of different from song to song, some song to song. I think sometimes you just know, and and yeah, it's
And then the 8 minute mark too is a big thing as well. Like, okay, you're getting close to that 8 minutes. We need to get ready to stop here.
no, absolutely not. It is it's we could have had a song in with 10 minutes if that had been a point, but but I don't know. No, it's not like I don't want songs to be more than 8 minutes, but it's like thinking that the album also. I think we stretched it a bit now. The album is 72 and something minutes,
Hmm.
right? So I think I want people to be able to listen to the whole album without
Yeah.
taking breaks.
Honestly, I love the fact that it's so long because most albums are so short, but I feel like the more you get, you're getting your money's worth, and it's like so good. It's not just like things that were thrown in there. Like every song you can tell had like heart and soul in it, and
Yeah,
what makes it so
yeah.
good.
Very nice. Yeah, but that feels so good to hear because that is actually the point of work really hard on this and to make it, and also it will feel very strange. It's been 14 years since the last album, and then if we should
Hmm.
do an album like 35 minutes, would feels like just being rude to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you planning to go on tour or do anything else with this album?
We have some gigs in Norway planned, and now we are for the 26th. We are going to take the some gigs we can have, and then we're starting now to plan 27, trying to hit most festivals that we can, and also hopefully we can do a tour. So we're working on that stuff now. So next year, hopefully there will be a lot of gigs. That is my definitely my hope. But of course, that is also difficult path to go, and with the economical situation, everything. So we just have to hope that the album does a good job for us, so we can be someone will be making a tour with us, and
Hmm.
so because I think that we have to do that to make to know a bigger audience as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I think
Yeah,
it's like this is one band that I think is very like it needs to get out into the world because it's just so different. Like I listen to a lot of metal bands and this is just so unique and I think we people really need that in the world.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I agree.
So when you do play your festivals, are there any songs that you're super excited to play live or maybe nervous about?
We have done now we have done two of the songs live. That is Zero Cane and Cranium, the two video songs, and I think Cranium is really cool to play live because on the chorus on that is so heavy, and we like really think the band does that so good,
Mhm.
and we have rehearsed a lot, and the band is playing like I don't know. I don't think we ever has been this good together in this band. So I'm really excited to start to really get to do live gigs. And also we're playing some of the old songs. Of course, we'll now on our release gig we play 5 of the songs from the album. It felt like that was natural to not play all of them.
Are you going to play any new songs that you've never played live before as well?
Yeah, 3.
Are you excited about that or do you get
Of
nervous?
yeah, the song in the mirror, you know, the quiet with piano and stuff like that is
Hmm.
that is kind of different for us. So I I think we do it great on the rehearsal, but I'm going to be very excited also how the audience react to that, and that we really can keep like the same mood in the song that it has on the recording. But I think we're going to get there.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
So I have one last question here for you. For the fans
Okay.
who have waited for you to come back, what do you hope they take away from this album? And is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, for the when we released Zero Kind, the first single, we got so much nice comments from fans, and it's like they say they have been waiting for this for 14 years. That is, I don't, I think that is so amazing. It's like 14 years. Some of them were just kids when we released our last album. So it is. I'm very grateful for all the good feedback we got, and also like uh, they all can hear everyone who has a relationship to Ram-Zet from before hear yes, this is Ram-Zet, but it's the new Ram-Zet. It's fresh and it's there. We have taken it a bit further. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm really grateful for our fans who has been so patient, and I really hope to see all of them live in the near future.
And what do you hope they take away from this album once they listen to it?
I think the way you put it is very like it's very nice to hear how you describe it, because I want them to like be put everything else aside. I think this album you need to listen to. You can't listen to this while reading a book. You need to get into it, and just feel yeah, feel every song, and just enjoy. It's like this is. there's nothing on this album that hasn't been like put really a lot of effort in, and we've just worked so hard that we've never done before. So I hope they take with them a unique experience and something that they no one else could have brought to them.
Yeah, like you said, this album is definitely like, don't be on your phone. Put your phone down for an hour. You'll be okay. Don't read a book. It's just so unique just to listen to. And I think it's nice just to have those moments where you're not on social media, you're just being in the moment.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And for anyone who's watching this interview, unfortunately, you do have to wait a little bit. It doesn't release until the 27th. It is called Sapien. And for to make it really, really easy, I'll put all the links and stuff below the video so you can click on it and it makes it super easy to get to.